This is Moonshine and Music with Joe Shelton. Wait a minute, that's me. Anyway, we're going to bring you some inspiring songwriters, musicians, and maybe some side challenges and other stuff around the music industry. So stick with us right now, because the show is coming your way. Woo! Moonshine and Music starts right now. Welcome to Moonshine and Music. We're here today with my buddies, the two Jasons.
How you doing, Joe?
How you guys doing? Jason?
Living the dream.
Jason?
Nice to see you again.
Jason.
Yeah.
Can't mix it
Jason.
up, man.
I've been dying to do
Jasons
that.
came from, yeah.
I've been thinking about that for literally minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good bit.
We appreciate you having us.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Absolutely,
it's great to have you guys on. I know you guys haven't taken the world by storm with 5 records or anything like that, but I love you guys' songwriting. For the crowd out there, I've met these guys at the Square Cat Vinyl open stage, and we've been going there together, a year?
Probably
more?
almost 2.5.
Yeah.
2.5.
And they show up every time, and I show up every time, and I'm always looking forward to hearing them guys, what they've come up with. And so I wanted to have them on the show because lately you guys been playing gigs and everything, right?
A couple, yeah.
Yeah. 2019 was probably the first year we really played some legitimate gigs outside of family barbecues and house parties and things like that. We maybe played a little bit before that, but 2019 we kind of made it a goal to play some shows. We played a few bars, a few summer festivals.
Nothing big.
Nothing huge, but we probably did 9 shows last year. Yeah. So looking to build on that 2020 a little bit.
Well, this should help you out. I mean, the booking people out there need to get on to you guys. You guys are good. Are you? I know that Jason here lives in outside of Greenfield. Mm-hmm. You live in the same area?
Yeah, I live between Fortville and Greenfield, so we're about 10 minutes apart.
About 10 minutes apart?
Not quite as far east as he is, but definitely kind of out in the boondocks a little bit, closer to Greenfield and Fortville, but kind of out there.
It's out in God's country.
Yeah. In the country.
Definitely. Jason's place would definitely be considered country.
Yeah.
There's chickens. There's all. What do you got going out there? What do you?
Shoot, man. We got everything. We got an awesome party house. Big giant old farmhouse, and got some chickens and a little privacy and. We have a good music festival out there every year.
Yeah.
You played our first ever music festival.
Yeah.
A couple years back, man.
We need to make sure the dates line up this year. So last year I was booked before it happened.
Well, it turned into something last year.
Last year was a little bigger than the first year.
Yeah, it turned into like a full-blown party.
That's because I grew it.
That's right.
People heard that Joe Shelton
exposure. Yeah, that's how it starts, man. That's how it starts.
I don't know if I had anything to do with it, but it was fun playing out there.
It's good times, man.
So, how long you guys been playing music? Did you guys grow up around that area, or did you move in?
We grew up in McCordsville, both of us, and we've been friends for 30 years, probably coming up on that.
So for those that are outside of Indianapolis or Indiana, it's just about a little bit east of Indianapolis.
It's small town,
not in the city at all.
Right.
No.
So. But go ahead.
So Jason he's been musical since I met him. When we were 12 years old or whatever it was, you were playing guitar and writing songs. I wasn't. I didn't pick up a guitar till my late 20s, probably. Really, I picked one up as a kid, but I never was serious about it and didn't really turn into anything. So later in life, I picked one up largely because of just all the time we spent together. Him playing, something I wanted to do, and it's kind of grown over that. We played more seriously here recently over the last 4 or 5 years, trying to write songs together. And it's we've been friends. We played together, a lot of guitar, a lot of living rooms and things like that. And then recently we're like, hey, let's try to get out and do something with it.
So you guys grew up together, best friends, or?
Pretty much. Back in the day, there was a third Jason and a fourth Jason and a fifth Jason. There's a lot of people named Jason our age.
There were like the 5 Jasons at some point.
There was a good 4 of us.
We just partied a lot. Yeah, we didn't play music or anything. But I don't know. I grew up in a world where if you were a man in the family, you played guitar or banjo or something. Like everybody played. Growing up, there were always circles of dudes playing music, and it was always gospel, bluegrass, 5-chord stuff. And yeah, you just grew up around it and you play. And I always wrote stupid songs just for kicks and fun, and did God knows how many Pearl Jam covers in the 90s and dumb stuff. And yeah, but this dude's got amazing songwriting talent, and I'm happy to be a part of it. And like, he writes a lot of great lyrics, man, and brings stuff out. And yeah, I just throw on my guitar and try to harmonize with him, and that's how it works out, man. Yeah.
You're selling yourself a little short. I mean, you also write good songs.
Maybe.
The problem with your songs is you're such a good musician that I sometimes struggle to play the stuff that he writes because it's just a little bit out of my realm as a guitar player. But we're both working on that. You're trying to write songs a little simpler so that I can sing some of your songs.
I think what we come
I'm
up
trying
with
to play
is good.
guitar a little
Yeah.
better so that I
Yeah.
can play some of your older stuff. And you know, as we grow a set list or whatever you want to call it, we're trying to incorporate more of each other's music and try to equal that out a little bit. Because we probably play a little more stuff I've written now than what he's written. But that's kind of changed a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
So, you know, when you guys like really didn't, I mean, 4 or 5 years ago, before that, no musical ambitions. What did you do before that?
Yeah, I mean, I've played guitar for around 10 years. But, you know, the first 4 or 5 years, I was writing songs. You know, I was writing songs in my bedroom or in my basement, but no one was hearing them. Maybe him.
Yeah.
You know, I'd play him some songs.
Do you play the first ones like out, like the early things?
No,
Are they
there's
bad,
a
or
couple
are they
songs
good?
I wrote pretty early on that I don't hate. Most of them are pretty terrible. You know, the first,
Right.
when you're kind of learning who you are as a songwriter and you're trying to figure it out and you're trying to put words together and phrases and, you know, some of it's pretty hokey. And
I've got a lot of that stuff on tape from just sitting around with a boombox and a cassette back in the day, and like it's fun to go back and listen to, but
yeah,
none of it's anything I'd want to bring out.
no, it's not. It's not.
You know,
Most
So
of the
you
stuff
said
we
you started
play-
when you were 12?
I mean, littler than that, man. I mean, you know, it was just always there, and I didn't start taking guitar really seriously until, you know, I was 13, 14, 15, playing more, and I had a lot of crazy stuff going on, you know, you're a teenager and all that, but then I came to a point where I settled. And it all started one night years ago. J.J. McGinnis, who plays drums in Robots and Magic Powers,
Right.
another close friend of mine. And there was this moment years ago where he and I were tore up and chilling in this room somewhere, man, and we're both playing guitar, and we started playing, and like the guitars came together and became this whole third thing outside of us. It was the most magical, like, musical experience, you know, at that time that I'd had, and we thought, that's really cool, we need to do something with that. So for like the next 6 years or something, he and I sat and wrote these and played these elaborate technical prog rock type of metal sound songs. We never did anything with it. We never played live. You know, we had a couple dudes play with us, but we chased that dream of like playing music, and I got a lot better as a musician because of him and other people and playing and stuff. And I mean, that's pretty much my musical history. I set it down a lot when I had a daughter, and you know, she's getting older and we got a little more time, and he's writing great songs, and you know, such is life, man. Here we are, you know.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's at this point in the show when we bring in the Moonshine life coach,
All right.
Yeah.
Brent Lee Smith.
I'm looking forward to that.
He has deep personal insights for you. I'm sure the magic life coach
He's got a
clipboard.
How you doing?
Yeah, if you
Hello,
got a
good
clipboard,
sir.
it feels like you have the answer.
There's some
right?
authority in the clipboard.
There is. So
Even with a blank page.
That's for all the notes you're going to take on what you get out of us.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, the first thing I got for you guys, excuse me, get your flu shot.
Yeah. Got that.
Good.
All right. Good to go.
One of the things, kind of watching you guys, I think you should switch hats.
Oh, bring it.
All right,
That.
there you go.
Man, you got a big head.
I do have a big head. Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
Is that better?
You guys have anything specific you want to work on or help you with?
Yeah, I mean, I've been battling seasonal depression.
Yeah?
Yeah, this weather's got me down.
yeah, fuck winter, right?
Yeah, seriously.
We're ready for
Feel you.
spring.
Seriously. Yeah, and we usually have a big fuck January party. Winter's been so bad we didn't even have it this year.
So you're swingers too?
No, that's not
did
me.
know.
Not me. I mean, January's good looking, but I don't want to go there.
With that, just take a nap until it's like March.
That actually sounds good.
Yeah.
So if you take a nap from the start of February until March, how do you pay the bills? Is there
That's a separate issue.
do you have some other like advice for that? Some way to get by?
Nap
Very
insurance.
similar to Rich.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
If you're already married, then find someone else. And
It's
Fine,
rich.
yeah.
that's worked for many a fine musician.
Yeah.
this is the kind of high-priced life coaching advice that we bring you here.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, I'm an intern, to be fair. I don't have I'm not certified
I
yet.
feel enlightened, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you got what's that? Eagles on your shirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
More
Glad you
Eagles.
asked about that.
Maybe you should have like some sparrows on yours or something.
Yeah, I mean,
Or a
flowers,
you
cardinal.
know, I had a shirt with. I have actually like some fire eagles on a shirt. I should have wore it. 'Cause
Oh.
that would have been serious two Jasons magic right there.
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
I
there's
did
another
not,
thing, like,
unfortunately.
Coordinate a little bit better.
That's probably good. I mean,
Like,
you
don't just
got
stop at the name.
you got to up your shirt game, man.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
black is not cutting it.
No, 2 Eagles.
Yeah, two.
2.
So like, how do you guys go? Like, is
Not
one
just
of you
one
like
eagle.
Jason 1, the other Jason 2, or
He's Raj
Yeah,
in my
I mean,
world. He's known as
Jason
Raj.
Rogers, Jason
Jason Rogers.
Irwin.
Everybody
Irwin.
calls me Irwin or Red. So
Red, big red.
Yeah.
Big red is what you're in my phone as.
There you go.
you're saying you hated your parents and like the names they gave you?
No, man, everybody's named Jason.
Yeah, we literally have 2 other friends named Jason that we're
ridiculous.
fairly close to. So
Yeah.
as young people, we had to come up with alternate names pretty quickly.
Yeah, so
Because-
Jasons of a feather flock together.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
yell at Jason, we all 4 turn around. You know, so it was a necessity that.
So when are you guys adding Jason Isbell to your group?
I
That
would
would
love
be
to add
awesome.
him right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
yeah.
You-
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen you at Jason Isbell shows, so you know I'm a fan, you're a fan. So
His wife on
Yeah.
that fiddle is something fierce.
yeah,
definitely
I'd like
would
to
be
add
glad to
Amanda
be the
Shires
third
to our
Jason.
group as
I
well.
mean,
Yeah, that'd be great.
I think he'd be a
So-
great third Jason, don't you?
Oh,
He'd
yeah,
probably
that
be
would
Jason
awesome.
1, honestly.
Yeah,
He'd
yeah,
probably go
yeah.
to 1 slot.
Yeah.
You can get a
Oh,
Jason
I mean,
13 with the.
Yeah, you guys started the
Yeah,
band though,
yeah.
so you don't have to. You don't have to give in like that. I mean, I know he's an international superstar and all that, but
Right.
We'd give him
You
that.
know.
We'd give him that if
he'd-
he came
he'd
on.
be fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
You let him be the first Jason.
Yeah,
He'd be one.
That also
Yeah.
probably helped with the seasonal depression.
that's true. That's true. Because we just fly to Tahiti and hang out,
Yeah.
man. Smoking joints on the beach. That sounds like a party.
Right. There you go.
Anything else? You got any more insights today?
I still
Mr.
got to
Lee
study
Smith?
up.
Yeah, there's not a lot of literature on us online yet, but we're working on that.
I mean, just how to be a life coach. Like I said,
Oh,
I'm interning.
yeah, that part.
My classes haven't started yet because of this enrollment thing is just. But I'm working with it. I think the administrators at the life coach school need life coaches.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that.
You look good in that hat,
You think
man.
so?
Yeah. You
Even with
see
my
this?
big head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fill it out better than I do, man.
Maybe just one last thing. Wear some matching sashes.
Sashes.
Yeah.
You mean like Mr. Universe sash?
Yeah, we're missing Mary going together.
Okay.
Huh?
All right. You just get one. Jason number 2. Jason number 1.
Whatever.
See how I give
1A,
it to
1B.
you? Right there.
I mean, we're both one.
Well, maybe he just has one eagle and you have 2, and then he's Jason 1 and Jason 2.
I can't go one eagle. I'm not gonna lie, Joe. I gotta go 2 eagles.
The double eagle thing.
It's 2 eagles.
Yeah, 2 eagles or no
Yeah.
eagles for me.
Yeah, I'd settle for an eagle. I mean, eagles are better than bogeys. So,
That's true. That's true.
All right, guys. If you guys think of anything else, you know how to get a hold of us. And
We'll,
All right.
We'll hit
All
you
right.
up for sure.
Appreciate it.
all right, Brent Lee Smith, Moonshine Life Coach.
Yeah. We'll have that.
Yeah, let's trade it up.
do you want your hat back? No, you
No,
keep
no,
it.
you keep that hat.
I could go either way. I don't know.
It looks like you got Tyler Childers. Is that correct?
I do have
Over
Tyler
there.
Childers hat on.
So sometimes I get into what your influences are. What are your influences? What are your bands?
For me, like it's, and we're probably similar. We're similar, but we're different. Like we both grew up on old school country music: Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings,
Hank Jr.
Merle Haggard, Hank Jr.
Vern
and we
Gosdin,
still
yeah.
kind of gravitate towards that.
Yeah, it's part of the life.
And we both kind of coming of age. We're huge Pearl Jam fans, still are. So Eddie Vedder's a hero, and an influence. But as far as like our sound, I think kind of where Two Jasons has gotten, 10, 12, 15 years ago, I don't even know when it was. We got a friend Chad Mills gave us a CD. Was like, you guys should listen to this, and it was the first Avett Brothers CD. And we took that on a camping trip
It was
that weekend.
Live Volume 2.
Yeah. And we
Blown
wore it
away.
out, and it was the
Yeah.
first time I'd heard anything like that. And I think, more than any band that's probably influenced what we're kind of chasing sound-wise with the harmonies and the guitar playing off of each other, it's the Avett Brothers. And I've been a huge fan of theirs since the first day I heard that CD. Chased them around concerts a little bit, and that's probably my number one active influence that
the sound on that
I
CD,
chase.
man, was like, it was raw. Like, there's something in that Avett Brothers album that reminded me of the guitar circles that sit around when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Just people belting and, playing these bluegrass riffs and the energy of it. And they had
It's great
that on
because
that album,
one
yeah.
song Scott would sing, and the next song Seth would sing, but they would always harmonize with each other, no matter who wrote the song. And that's really what we kind of try
that's
to
what
do.
we're chasing,
We're both writing songs, we're both singing lead, and we're both trying to harmonize with each other and figuring out how to play off of each other's guitar. That's been number one for us, I think.
For me, as a group, yeah. But then for me, it's always been like a lot of metal stuff. Huge Rush fan. My Tool's the grand all of all music, in my opinion. It's just the biggest expanse of it. But for what we're doing in this vein, yeah, chasing Avett Brothers sound for real.
Well, I have a strange confession to make. 3 years ago was the first time I ever heard the Avett Brothers. And really, it was about 2.5 years ago when I first actually heard the real Avett Brothers. About 3 years ago, I started playing these little things pretty regularly with Jim Holden. Mm-hmm. You know Jim?
Nope.
Jim
I know
Holden?
of Jim. Yeah.
Okay.
I know he plays with a lot of people.
Jim loves the Avett Brothers, and he was playing like these Avett Brothers covers. I'd never heard them before because I'd never heard the band.
Yeah.
And he was playing the same ones, so I kind of thought he had written these songs because he kept playing them, he'd say, and one night he said, yeah, it's a good Avett Brothers tune, and I was like, oh, that's okay,
Yeah.
and so what I think of when I hear the Avett Brothers is that they're Jim Holden covers.
Yeah, he's probably really happy that you think that. Yeah, I'm sure.
They just don't sound right. It's not the what's up with all these harmonies and stuff?
Yeah,
I want to hear his versions now, man. Shit, yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're really cool songs. And then I started, actually listening to the band because I knew a nice big swath of their songs because Jim played them all. But yeah, whenever I think of the Avett Brothers, I think of Jim. I guess that's probably good for Jim and maybe not so great for the Avett Brothers.
I'm sure they'd be all right with it.
Be all right.
I don't know. Anyway, what songs you guys gonna dig out for us today up there on
I'm gonna
stage?
do a couple songs that I wrote a couple years ago. Kind of some of the first ones we really started working on. One of them's called Wildfire. And that's a song I wrote not long after I moved out to the country again. I kind of grew up in the country, then I lived in Broad Ripple for about 10 years, and then lived in a housing addition for 5, terrible years. I mean, they were good years family-wise and all that, but living in a housing addition, it's just, when you grow up in the country, it's just not your thing. And I was trying to get back out to some land, and so I moved out to the country, got a couple acres. One night, soon after moving there, I was just sitting out back, kind of appreciating the fact that I could see the stars again, and kind of started formulating this song just about kind of the freedom of living out in the country and my journey that had brought me to that point. And so that's kind of what Wildfire is.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
I've never heard that explanation of the song. This is new to even me right now.
And you guys been playing this for
right
a
now.
few years.
Sure.
We've been playing for
Yeah.
a few years, yeah.
I love it.
And then the second one is called Getaway. It's kind of your classic driving song. It's just, you've got stuff going on. You want to just jump in the car, get behind the wheel, roll the windows down, take a drive, listen to some music, clear your head. And that's what Getaway is. So those are the two we're going to play tonight.
All right, man. I'm looking forward to it. Let's get up there. What do you say?
Sounds good to me, man.
All right, we'll be right back on Moonshine and Music with the two Jasons. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, Joe. The song's called Wildfire. Earth in my back, my eyes are fixed on the sky, lost in a million lost inside my mind as I sync up with the night. I ponder my debts, all the wrong turns, the lessons of you. I own them all, the hits and misses. Always a dreamer, reckless as hell and on the move. Chips all in against better wishes. Life has been a wild, wildfire, moving fast and burning bright, pushing on next big thing. Let's slow down and maybe get it right. It whispers in my ear, from those that left to surf the stars, they're guiding me through when the bullets fly. No longer flesh, but never far. From cradle to grave, our own way through this life. We taste a share of love and fear. And I'm overwhelmed with how far we've come, that we can see the stars from here. Life has been a wild, wildfire, moving fast and burning bright, pushing on next big thing. Let's slow down and maybe get it right. Some days the rain's gonna come, some days the creek's gonna rise, some days we get down in the mud, some days the sun's gonna shine, some days the sun's gonna shine, some days the sun's gonna shine. Alright, straight into it. How you doing, too much?
Doing all right. All right, what's the song called?
This is a song called Getaway.
Getaway, about being in a truck.
You got it.
All right, this song called Getaway.
Yeah, Getaway. to the top, at all I can handle. The world that's lying in wait for the next great scandal. I feel the walls closing in, like I'm sweeping leaves into the wind. And I'm headed west into the setting sun, between the magnolias and the redbud. This old Chevy, it's a getaway from the heavy stuff and the day-to-day. The windows are down and that radio's up. Hit the speedway for coffee and some gas for the truck. If I lose my head, you know I've already lost, trying to keep them wheels from coming off. So many promises I gotta keep, so many telling me what I need to believe. Living my life just a little off key, doing my best to find a melody. So I'm headed west into the setting sun, between the magnolias and the redbud. This old Chevy, it's a getaway from the heavy stuff and the day-to-day. Windows are down and that radio's up. Hit the speedway for coffee and some gas for the truck. If I lose my head, you know I've already lost, trying to keep them wheels from coming off. The sunset colors are starting to fade. The daggers and stones feeling farther away. The walls no longer feel like they're closing in. The wind, it feels good against my hand. And I'm headed west into the setting sun, between the magnolias and the redbud. This old Chevy, it's a getaway from the heavy stuff and the day-to-day. The windows are down and that radio's up. Hit the speedway for coffee and some gas for the truck. If I lose my head, you know I've already lost, trying to keep them wheels from coming off. I'm sitting in the drive at night, washed in the dashboard light, knowing it's late. I should get inside, but I'm frozen in place and I'm lost in the song. You can keep your white flag, my wheels are still on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Moonshine and Music is a presentation of Notlehs Entertainment, copyright 2020, all rights reserved. Our producer for today's show, Joe Shelton. Our cameraman, grip, and stunt double is Brent Lee Smith. On cameras and all sorts of other things, Bailey Shelton. The staff guru is Brent Schlemmer. Thank you for joining us on Moonshine and Music, and join us next Sunday for another great episode.